So do you guys remember back in 2017 when Nintendo had the Joy-Con drift problem with their consoles and still has this problem to this day? Also when Microsoft had their Joy-Con drift problem with the Xbox One Elite controllers? Well, now Sony is having the same problem with their PlayStation 5 controllers. They are now having the Joy-Con drift problem, and it's pretty bad, and it's also quite a bit of a pain just to get a hold of Sony, just so you can get it fixed. Sony has said that their Joy-Con drift problem will be covered under the warranty for the console or just the controller itself if you just bought the controller, that it will be covered under warranty. Well, good luck trying to get a hold of Sony because it is a pain. One user on Reddit even reported the problem literally just 10 days after the new console was released, and the user also stated that they pretty much tried everything under the moon that they could think of just to try to fix this Joy-Con drift problem. They tried turning their Bluetooth on and off, desyncing the controller with the console and syncing it back with it. They tried charging the controller completely, turned their console on and off, unplugged the console on and off. Pretty much everything you can think of, they pretty much tried and still had no luck with it. And also another Reddit user, I'm not sure if the first user was on Reddit or not, I couldn't really find any information on that, but another Reddit user even posted up a video of them playing Destiny 2 and them showing off their Joy-Con drift controller with their controller. Here's the video now. And as you can see, he was not touching any of his Joy-Cons and the camera was pretty much moving in a circle. One user even tried getting in contact with Sony about the problem so they can try and get it fixed. And they pretty much said that literally, no joke, they listened to 15 different kind of voice messages about how PlayStation support is not the place to be trying to get a PlayStation 5. And whenever he finally did get in contact with somebody, they told him that the Joy-Con drift problem will be covered under their warranty for the console/controller, depending on which one you bought, if you got it with a console or if you just bought the controller by itself, and that they can fix the controller for free, but you will have to pay for the shipping price to get the controller to them. And I'm not too sure how much shipping can be to ship a controller. It all depends on the weight, how far it is, and also the delivery company going to either FedEx, UPS, or some other. But I do know it cost me almost $40 just to send a Nintendo Switch all the way from Texas to California with UPS. It was a little expensive. I'm not too sure how much it'd be just to send a controller off. Like I said, it all depends on the weight, how far it's going, and also your delivery company that you're choosing. But if you guys are experiencing the Joy-Con drift problem with your PlayStation 5 controller, I do suggest you trying to get a hold of Sony. Not saying that you will, but you probably will. If you stay on the hold line for about 20-30 minutes, you will get a hold of them. But I suggest doing that just to try and get this problem resolved. But if your shipping price is going to be like $40 like that, honestly, I suggest you just buying a new controller because you're probably best off just doing that, because they could send you the controller back, say that it's fixed, and it still may not be fixed. And then guess what? You're going to have to send that controller all the way back to Sony support. Is that really worth it? No, not really. But if it costs you just $15 just to send that controller from your state all the way to Sony support or whatever the hell it's called, then yeah, sure, do it. But I wouldn't assume that it'd be too expensive to send just a controller. Maybe like what, $10, $13 or so, maybe $7. I'm not sure. I wouldn't assume that it'd be too much because a PlayStation 5 controller, from what I hear, is actually pretty light. I don't own a PlayStation 5. I doubt I ever will anytime soon. Probably like in the next few months I probably will. They are way too hard to find. And honestly, this Joy-Con drift problem is becoming a huge problem. This has become like the norm for every console now. Nintendo Switch had the problem literally like what, a few months after it released, and also the Nintendo Switch were warping and overheating whenever it did release. But the Nintendo Switch is still a good console overall. I still suggest you trying to get one. That is all I got for today, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream if you guys catch me on a stream. I do stream daily, so I hope to catch you guys there. Ask me some questions, play some video games together, do whatever we want, you know, have some fun. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Keep it old school, guys.